many have we, if we had allowed there for all the 400, it means more than 300 people would have been dismissed, many of them.
Clarify about the issue of unopposed, because there are also many this time in the history of elections.
You know what, Jordan?
Yes.
Ugandans have become more vigilant now. People have become more vigilant to scrutinize the credibility and the validity of the papers of the candidates who have gotten nominated. The bar has gone out now. Has gone up now. For example, people are quoting the case of Makindi, the mayorship, who about 11 disqualified. The person who complained said, "I have looked at the papers of all my opponents. They have issues. They have not complied with the law on the terms of numbers of supporters they're supposed to get from each electoral area." Just looking at the papers of the candidates. When the commission invited them and they came with their lawyers, we studied their papers, we scrutinized them, we analyzed them. Indeed, we realized or discovered there were issues, they know, and we did not look at any other evidence apart from the nomination papers filled by each of these candidates. And we said, here the law says each of your supporter must sign against his or her name. If they don't sign, it means they do not consent to your, it's in the law, your candidature. It says, and the law says, the supporters must be from that particular electoral area. If you are getting supporters from Salama A electoral area, the 20 must be from that Salama A. Don't get supporters from Salama B and put them in the list of Salama A. If you do, and we find out we cancel those ones from Salama A, then you'll be below the quota.
Some people thought there was an element of biasness. Let's clarify that quickly.
Which bias? I have said we looked purely at the nomination papers of each of those candidates. Nothing else. Not on the papers of the petitioner, not on any other record, but the papers of the petitioner vis-a-vis our national voters register. Because the first thing we had to ascertain, Jordan Lukomwa, yes, who is a supporter, is he a registered voter or not? Because the law says the supporters must be registered voters and they must be from the particular electoral area which you say you are getting supporters from. So I want to tell the people, and I want to affirm, we had no bias at all. We followed the law, and if anybody is not satisfied, go to the courts of law. But now the courts of law seem to be agreeing with us.
We leave that one.
Yeah.
The biometrics, what really happened? Briefly before we...
Yeah, the biometrics, and unfortunately the biometrics worked.
Some people think you did not practice how to use them. They're blaming you of a lot of things. But
we did. Of course, human beings will always blame others. That is normal. But we did a lot of preparations. We practiced. We trained our people who are going to use those biometrics. And that's why in some areas they worked. It's not that there was a total blackout or failure of the biometric machines in all the polling stations. In some areas they worked perfectly well, in others they did not. So it is our interest as a commission to investigate, to establish what exactly happened in those areas. Why didn't they work in those areas? But you see, at this point in time, particularly yesterday, we had to make a quick decision. What is paramount? Is it to ascertain or establish what could have gone wrong with the machines, or to give credence, to afford the power of the people of Uganda under Article 1 priority, so that the people go to vote? And we say that thing that is sacrosanct, that is supreme. It cannot be watered down by the fact that the machines have broken. No, that power cannot be watered down by anything else. So we said, since the National Voters Register is available at every polling station, since the ballot papers are available, and all these other materials required for polling.
Verify the names with the register.
You verify the names with the register. It is provided for in the Constitution, in the Presidential Elections Act, Parliamentary Elections Act, and Local Government Elections Act. We said, and in any case, Jordan,
yes,
the data that is on those kits is derived from the National Voters Register.
So it's the same thing?
It is the same thing. It is the foundation. Yeah, the foundation. By the way, the kit was merely meant to assist, to aid in the identification and verification of a voter. It was to assist. What does it mean? You are assisting is a basic thing Now, the basic thing is the manual register. This kit was merely to fasten or to quicken the process of identifying a voter. If you come with a VLS or your national ID, it has a barcode, on the machine, go. But now they had to go to the register, look for Komwa's name. But we said whatever we did yesterday was in line with the law 100%.
You need to teach this again, briefly. How do you receive results here? From the district, I've voted in the village before. From the polling station, they are ridden on the bike to the sub-county, from the sub-county now to the district. How do they get here?
Yes, the results received here come from the district tally centers. They do not come directly from the polling stations. The polling station delivers to the district tally center through the sub-county. The sub-county is just a collection point. These boxes are gathered at the sub-county. No business, no activity. Absolutely.
We need more
no activity, no business takes place at the sub-county apart from collecting these boxes which contain the materials. From there, they are placed on vehicles and conveyed to it is the district at the district tally center where they are opened. The tamper-proof envelope carrying the results, the DR form, is opened by the returning officer. He then tallies these results, puts them on the system, loads them on the system, and then transmits electronically to the National Tally Center here. So the results we are receiving from the districts are being electronically transmitted. That's why you are not seeing vehicles of our staff from up country coming in and out, delivering results. Naffe tuli ba kabi wadde internet bagigaddewo naffe tusobola okutambuza tukyakola naffe tuli ba nnyo.
People may, I think, thought that you would say, this is from now PG. Justice Biabakama has gotten 3. Lukomo has gotten 3.
Yeah, I've had that concern. Yes. I've had that concern being expressed here. But they are not showing us where they're coming from. I'm in touch with my IT people. And we're saying, look, we are not here to hide anything.
Good.
We are not at this location to hide anything. We want the people of Uganda to know, we want the candidates to know what is being streamed in, what is coming in. We are going to look at that, and I promise, I hope by 2 p.m. when we come back to address the nation, we are going to see how to manage that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jordan.
Katamba on Star TV is telling me that we give a brief in Uganda. Straight questions. Campaigns in
campaigns okutwalira wamu ba Star TV mbalamusiza nnyo zitambudde bulungi. Weewaawo wabaddewo obuntu butonotono naye okutwalira wamu tewabaddewo okuyiwa kwa musaayi nga bwe twalaba mu mwaka 2020. Abacandidates basobodde okutuuka bwe balina okutuuka. Abantu okutwala bannayuganda balaze ekifaananyi ekirungi. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala. Olunaku lwajjo twabadde n'okulonda ebifo byonna ebironderwamu emitwalo 5,739 byaggudwawo. Ebirondeswa ebyokulondesa ne bituukayo ne tubiteekayo abantu ne basobola okulonda. Naye okuba nti jjo twafunyemu obutaataaganyizibwa mu kubuuma bwaffe, ebifo bimu bwakoze, ebirala tebwakoze, naye egyo ne tugamba nti kakati tuyimirize okulonda. Lwokuba nti obuuma tebukoze, ne tugamba nti nedda, obuyinza bw'abantu obuli mu ssemateeka bulina okutuukirizibwa. Nabyo ne tugamba nti tukozese register eziri ku buli polling station. Buli mulonzi waali, omulonzi bw'atuuka ku polling station akakasibwe, amanyirwe ng'abasinziira ku register. Era njagala kuwebaza abannayuganda bonna gy'omwalaze ekifaananyi twabadde n'abagenyi bangi, obuzaabazi bavudde bweru, naye ndowooza beewuunyiza noga nti bannayuganda ndowooza bantu bankiso kubanga bagunjuvu.
Is Michael Jordan Lokoma, yes, having a one-on-one with the electoral chairman, that is Justice Biabakama. And of course, coming in just now, Bugweri County results. Now the presiding officer there, that is Michael Ogutu, has announced the winner there. And of course, Sadela Wandera, who is the NRM flag bearer there, won with 24,624 votes, while an independent candidate there, Abdul Kantutu, yes, has lost with 1,752 votes. Of course, Abdul Kantutu, for those of you who remember him, he was once in the Forum for Democratic Change, and of course, he came as an independent this time, and he was once chairman of the COSASE. He's been very vocal in matters concerning accountability and, of course, government expenditure. So that is it that has just come in right now in regards to the provisional results that we are receiving here on UBC. We are UBC UG polls 2026, giving you the results as they come through, and specifically from the National Tally Center there in Lubowa Reza. And of course, we are awaiting for the presidential final results that only take 48 hours by law to be announced. And of course, there are also other results that we are still waiting for from other polling stations, so that we have the entire information concerning the elections. And of course, yes, Justice Biabakama mentioned something that caught my mind as people tried to complain about the deregistered candidates. And he said it was within the law and within their mandate, and that it was the mistake of those candidates, not the Electoral Commission mistake, because they are the ones that submitted these documents that did not meet some of the requirements to be nominated, and their being deregistered came as an aftermath of having scrutinized the documents that they submitted. And of course, we are also looking forward to give you an insight of the local government elections after the presidential and member of parliament results, of course, are given to us by the Electoral Commission. There in Remiaga, of course, tallying is still going on, and of course, in Mityana still, there is also tallying that is still going on. And of course, Julie is going to come up with some other results as we conclude. My name is Joan N. Murunji. Keep it UBC. We are giving you UG polls 2026. It's the UBC Uganda Polls 2026. Welcome back from that session with Joan Murunji, and of course that immense interview with the EC chairperson, Justice Simon Biabakama, who has cited very interesting nuggets there. First and foremost, it's not the EC to blame for those who are denominated and disqualified from the race. It's rather the candidates that are to blame. And of course, he also did highlight on the BVV case that it was in the mandate of the Electoral Commission by law for the Electoral Commission to switch immediately to Ugandans using voter registers in the manual manner, to make that quick decision so that Ugandans are not denied their opportunity to vote, as was the issues with the BVV case. Now, let's look at a bit of a summary in regards to what statistics are coming through, especially with members of parliament. And right there, let's start off from Chiboga West County. Looking at the pie chart, as you can see, I hope it gets clearer. As you can see, indeed, it's all yellow for the most half and a quarter of the pie chart. Looking at Lule area, Eric NRM, who has garnered 9,235 votes, gathering 61.25% of the votes. But of course, the independent has covered the other half of the pie chart, and Mutumba Abdul on the independent ticket
takes 5,842 votes at 38.75% of the percentages. Looking at some, if you look at Frank Pigahavu on the independent ticket, right here he is at 0%. The same applies to Nachanzi Grace Kakoza of NUP, who also has 0%. Sabina Daniel, independent, 0%. And the Simbwa Ben on the FDC ticket as well gets a 0%. Now, looking at Ntungamo district, as you can see, interestingly, it's a whole independent that is actually dominating the NRM side. Quite a lot of conversation here, if you ask me. But looking at the statistics, Karuhanga Gerald Kafureka on the independent ticket with 3,967 votes, getting to a 58.42%. And looking at the side of the NRM, Musinguzi Yona, representing NRM, garnered 41.5%, 41.58% of the votes with 2,824. Ntungamo district, a whole chart of the independent dominating right there. And of course, Biendeza Edward on the independent ticket is at 0%. Same applies to Rubahamya Magambo of the new ticket at 0%. Looking at Busiro County North, one of the hotly contested areas, as you can see, NRM and NUP were really at loggerheads onto each other, but as you can see, NRM took the most part of the pie chart, slightly ahead of NUP. And as you can see, Mayanja Moses on the NRM ticket garnered 19,319 votes. And by the way, earlier on I did mention that he contested for the same parliamentary seat in 2021. Unfortunately, I've got my facts right. He contested for LC5 chairperson in 2021 and he lost that seat. But this time round in 2026, Mayanja Moses came back for the seat of direct MP in Busiro North County, and as you can see, he is the merging and has been already declared, by the way, by the Electoral Commission District Tally Center that he is the winner. From there, winning the NUP candidate Semaganda Ronald, who garnered 14,667 votes, as you can see, with a percentage of 43.16%. Other candidates to look at, well, we do have Mujisha Charles Katongole, who is of DF with 0%. Sumuga Frank, independent at 0%. Senkungu Moses as well, representing PFF at 0% as well. Sechikubo Ashraf of independent at 0%. Kato Damiano, independent, 0%. Kasta Hussein Bukenya, independent at 0%. Kagwa Swaib Nsereko Jema at 0%. Sentongo Emmanuel Pius, independent as well at 0%. And Tebandeke John Bosco, independent as well at 0%. So it's safe to say that independent altogether featured nowhere mostly, but it was NRM and NUP. And as you can see, NRM took the lion's share there. Now, looking at Kakumiro, woman member of parliament, let's look at the pie chart. As you can see, it's all yellow for the most part of the pie. If it's a pizza plate, well, you can see that the independent side is taking a very small slice of the pizza share, and the rest of it is eaten by the NRM candidate, and that is Nabanja Robina. NRM with 78,533 votes, representing 78.01% of the votes. As you can see, the independent side had two candidates, Tushemereire Grace, who garnered 22,136 votes and getting to 21.99% of the votes, and Tibulihwa Harriet on independent, who got a 0% on there. Looking at Kinkizi County East, as you can see what the pie chart looks like here. Kinkizi, we do see yellow dominating there. Getting back to Kinkizi West, we do see yellow dominating almost that big half, but still there was a tight race with the independent. As you can see, Chris Bariomusi on the NRM ticket got 23,830 votes, and that is at 52.35%. And looking at the bigger part of the independent ticket that was carried by Arinitwe Sam Kajojo, who was on the independent ticket at 20,737 votes, carrying 45.56% of the percentage on the pie chart. And there was, of course, another independent ticket there. That is Newamanya Benedicto of the PFF party, who indeed got 65 votes, carrying a 0.14%. We did have Naturinda Agre Independent carrying a 0%, and Karunji Ruth Tukahirwa carrying 731 votes, carrying 1.61%. Looking at a Park municipality, as you can see, independent all over the place. Just a small slice of probably 2 slices if it's a pizza plate, 2 slices for the NRM, and the rest of the slices go to the independent ticket. Ochan Patrick garnered 9,138 votes, getting to a percentage of 72.09%. And of course, Nechon Isaac Emma Odong, NRM, gets to 3,538 votes with a 27.91%. And Akora Maxwell Ebong of the UPC party gets to 0%. Now, finally, let's look at Maruzi County and see what is on there from Maruzi County. Excuse me. Maruzi County, as you can see, Opeto Moses of the NRM party garnered 10,488 votes, getting to a 45.78% there, and then getting to UPC that covers this whole area. Obong Peter Achuda, UPC, 12,421 votes with a 54.22% on there. So UPC covers Maruzi County, as we had earlier on reported. Now let's get a bit of detail from Kakumiro Woman Member of Parliament and Kinkizi County East. These are areas of interest. Getting to Kakumiro a Member of Parliament, as you can see, the Right Honorable Minister, Prime Minister of Uganda, Nabanja Robina, who Ugandans give many names. For example, Majagiri. She comes back winning and leading under the NRM ticket, 78% there with 78,533 votes. If you watched her footage yesterday as she cast her own vote, other ballots that she did take, she voted right from the basin, and when it came to her own vote, she rightly voted out of the basin and showed all cameras that she has voted for herself, and indeed she leads with a 78% against Tushemereirwe Grace, who is at a 22% on the independent ticket with 22,136 votes. Now let's see what Kinkizi looks like. That is Kinkizi County East. Kinkizi County East is where Bariomusi Honorable Chris Bariomusi represents the NRM party, as you can see, with 52%, 23,830 votes, leading there. And that is against Arinitwe Sam Kajojo, who is of independent ticket on the independent ticket with 20,737 votes at a percentage of 46%. That's a summary right there, but of course the results keep on coming, and as UBC TV, we are here to make sure that you get all the results. The team is jam-packed, the team is ready. UBC Uganda goes to the polls 2026. So stay tuned to UBC TV, and of course up next is the rest of the team as they come through with more of the results.
My name is Amanya Belinda. Allow me remind us that elections come and go. They are periodic. Every after 5 years, we have another set of election. But what remains is the fact that we are Ugandans and we are not changing that fact. So in this coming 2026 elections, may we remember that what unites us is the blood that runs through our blood vessels. So go vote whoever represents your aspirations, your views, your beliefs, and feel free to vote them respectfully and without any form of violence. I wish you all a great and deliberate election come this election season.
This campaign is proudly organized by the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy and partners with support from the European Union. Tuongeye, let's talk peace.
We are into the political season. The atmosphere is highly charged. There is a lot of excitement everywhere you look. But elections come and go. We all remain the same people staying in this one country. We must prioritize peace. We do not want to witness violence. No one should be throwing stones. No one should be using inciting language or abusing others. No one should use a stick against a fellow citizen. No one should use bullets or even tear gas against citizens. Instead, we should sit as brothers and sisters, as Ugandans, and discuss issues that may appear different, one camp from the other. I look forward to seeing an NRM supporter sitting with an NUP supporter and taking coffee. I want to see somebody from Arua sitting down for a cup of coffee with someone from Bugisu, from Chigezi, from Buganda. Let's learn to tolerate each other, even when we have differences between us, because that's how we are created. We are not the same. What we should appreciate is that we can all live together. Uganda is big enough for everyone. So we should respect one another. We should not incite violence. We should not in any way participate in anything that breaches the peace. That's my call to all Ugandans during this season.
This campaign is proudly organized by the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy and partners with support from the European Union. Tuongeye, let's talk peace.
Let's talk peace.
As we approach the general elections in our country, the Republic of Uganda, this is a call to all the young people. The most important thing for all of us is to ensure that we keep our country peaceful. Definitely you have the right to vote for whoever you want to vote for, but as young people we think we have a very, very
Let's stop peace yonko kunajimanya eje ni initiate yokwasa kwebembera abantu ombwiro budiriyo ntuzamo tayo yana hagera ekibine cyo kuhagera mureke kunkazeho tera karuru dene kintu kitambure jo miso
nyewe ninjira nti okufuna obusinjana n'emirembwe kwaruga omukaruru nari kitwazo mukutera karuraka leka tugende n'omu ebembezi oturafune tutagire mu kuyomba no kugwanangana.
Wherever you may be, let's talk peace. Uganda, talk peace. 256. Let's talk peace. Let's talk peace. Wherever you go, my sister, my bro, let peace be with you.
This campaign is proudly organized by the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy and partners with support from the European Union. Tuongeye, let's talk peace. Let's talk peace.
Let there be peace.
Dear people of Masaka, elections must never divide us, but instead strengthen our shared vision of building a promising future for our motherland. Our call to you, dear brothers and sisters: 1. Always pray for peace.
Emirembe ekiseera kino mu byobufuzi nti abantu bali mu bibiina ebyenjawulo oyinza okusiŋŋaana omuntu omu awagira kirala ng'awagalira kirala naye obuzibu we buli nti awagira ky'otawagira olowooza nti mulabe naye ye bw'ategeera naawe bw'otegeera.
So tubasaba tubeere ba mpisa tubeere ba mirembe.
Let Greater Masaka, from the trading centers to the villages, be a place of dialogue, not chaos.
This campaign is proudly organized by the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy and partners, with support from the European Union. Tuongeye, let's talk peace.
A very good afternoon and welcome to the UG polls, or UBC UG polls, as we bring you updates from across the country. In this case, the voting is done. Right now, every hour, minute and second is crucial. And as promised, UBC will be bringing you those updates as they come, the provisional results and much, much more. I'm Loreen Masika Kazimoto, and today I am with my colleague as well,
Ryan Tumine Bierohanga.
Brian, it has been a roller coaster of emotions, mostly when it comes to the provisional results that we have been receiving from the EC. They have been, shouts of joy and jubilation, while others have been having tears and dismay. But nonetheless, you Ugandans voted, and we are here to present to you all the provisional results as they come. All right, we start off with the updates from the Electoral Commission. Take a look. You have seen on your screen, that has been the update on the current results or provisional results. And we must remind you, those are provisional results. Those are not the final results. The final results will be announced tomorrow and still by the Electoral Commission. Now, in Kakumiro district, the Right Honourable Robina Nabanja has been declared winner of the parliamentary race, retaining her seat as a woman member of parliament. The Electoral Commission confirmed the results after tallying votes at the district centre. Now, her victory in Kakumiro underscores her continued popularity and strong support among residents as she balances her role as Prime Minister with her responsibilities in Parliament.
Candidates: Nabanja Robina, Tibulihwa Harriet, and Tushanere Grace. Nabanja Robina of the NRM party garnered 78,533. Tibulihwa Harriet, who was an independent candidate, garnered 3,627. Tushemerire Grace, also an independent, garnered 22,132. There are 4. And accordingly, as the returning officer of Kakumiro Electoral District, in accordance with the Parliamentary Elections Act, I hereby declare Nabanja Robina, who obtained the largest number of votes, Congratulations, and here is evidence of your victory.
Ate obululu bwange nga buli organic. Tebuliko fertilizer, tebuliko ki. Abantu bamumpadde nga baagala ate nga sina budde bwa campaign. Museveni oye! Museveni juu! Abandi bona kini!
Indeed, as you have seen on your screen, the excitement of course, Right Honourable Robina Nabanja after being declared winner of the Women MP seat of Kakumiro District. Now, if we can just get into the chart and looking at the Kakumiro Member of Parliament seat, well, as you can see on your screen, the results are pretty obvious. Yes, we do see Robina Nabanja taking on the lion's share with 78% percentage, that is for the NRM party, and that is a total vote of 78,533. Now, looking at some of her opponents, we do see Tushemerere Grace coming in with 22% of the vote, and with a total number of votes of 22,136. Indeed, you can see from the charts, definitely it was an obvious win for her. Brian, she is a very phenomenal woman, very strong woman, and very courageous as well. She has juggled so much, and I know that definitely, you know, giving her another chance at leading the people of Kakumiro was a good choice, I would say.
When you look at Nabanja is the first woman to hold the office of the Prime Minister since independence. She has served in Parliament since 2011, representing Kibale District and later Kakumiro District, following the district's creation. Now a seasoned politician who is Nabanja there for you. She has been the State Minister for Health. Then she's also known for championing the community development. So Nabanja bouncing back as the woman representative of Kakumiro District is not really a shock to so many.
Indeed. I mean, her bag is full. I mean, she has had lots of experience, and definitely with the highlights that you've given us and some of the things that she has, you know, done over the years. 2011 is not very far away. I mean, it's a lot of years indeed, and I would say that she has more to do in the next 5 years for the people of Kakumiro.
Indeed, she has championed the women empowerment, service delivery across the constituencies, and now her victory in Kakumiro really underscores the popularity and the strong support among the residents as she balances her role as the Prime Minister with her responsibilities in Parliament. Now, as a tallying goes on in different parts of the country, we ably have some winners in different regions. These are provisional results. Now, these include the Prime Minister, of course, and Robina Nabanja there for you, the Information Minister, that is Chris Bariomus. UBC News, UBC UG polls. Now we are joining some of our foot soldiers who are in the field to bring us some of the provisional results that are in different places of the country. We are joining Sando Martin, who is for us there in Busia. Sando Martin, are you there online?
Yes, my brother, I'm on.
Yes. What is the latest update that is happening in Busia?
Thank you very much to our listeners. This is Sando Martin, Busia District, at Busia District Headquarters, Macho Hall, where the tally tallying of the voters is going on. Giving a brief, Busia district has 4 constituencies, including 1 municipality, with the registered number of the voters of 208,529 voters. As per now, according to the preliminaries, we are in Samia Bugwe North. Samia Bugwe North had 7 candidates. The number of registered voters had 73,840 registered voters with 7 candidates. Among these includes Mulimba John, NRM flag bearer, the incumbent, Wandera John Paul, Amama Vincent, Pade Gerald Auku, Okumu John Emrup, Mulaitis Deborah, and the Deogracias Njoki Hasubi. Now, according to the results which have been just concluded by the returning officer, Madame Aduro Joan, she has declared Wandera John Paul independent as the duly elected member of parliament for Samia Bugwe North constituency after scoring 17,747 votes, followed by Mr. Mulimba John, the incumbent NRM flag bearer minister, after scoring 16,185 votes. Others like Mama Vincent scored 910, Pate Gerard Auku scored 172, Okumu John Emrut 6,763, Mulaipis 1,115 votes, Deogracias Njoki 1,194 votes. As I speak now, the counting is still ongoing, and Madame Adro is handling Samia Bugwe South, where we have 6 candidates, among which includes Mr. Oere Odero Godfrey, the incumbent, Maganda Julius Wandera, the former minister, East African Affairs, on NRM ticket, Ekesa Fred Achoka, Nope, Ngwabe Robert, Okumu Justus on FDC ticket. In the shortest period of time, we shall be letting you know who has won in Samia Bugwe South constituency. Looking at the security is very tight, and people at the municipality, that is the Busia district, they are doing their work as normal. The other side of the constituency, that is Samia Bugwe North, where they have already declared, people are jubilating. Sando Martin, Busia, UPC.
And now that is our foot soldier, Sando Martin, giving us the latest updates in Busia municipality. Now, let's cross over to another update.
All right, now away from Busia, we are into Bukedia, where David Bechem Okwere, the NRM flag bearer, has been declared as a winner with 68,103 votes, followed by the incumbent, John Bosco Ikojo, who got 10,458 votes. Okwere refuted the allegations that he was planted by the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Annette Among, to achieve her personal interests in the district. We have more.
Because one would begin wondering that my opponent, let me say, Honorable, the incumbent MP, he was a flag bearer for 2 terms, those are 10 years. Who was using him, or who sent him at that time when he was enjoying the 10 years? Let him tell anyone. Must it be that when he loses this time, then another person becomes successful. He begins being sent by another person. So I think that's a wrong assumption. My winning as a flag bearer of the party was the will of the people. Because people actually lacked what they call quality service for the last 10 years. And they have been looking for a person who can actually wipe the tears that people have been mourning in Bukedia for the last 10 years. I can actually even tell you that even if you have a vehicle and you are having 4 tires, all the 4 tires are supposed to be running to help the vehicle move. In Bukedia for the last 10 years, it's only 2 tires which have been running. That is the tire of the Right Honorable Speaker, which has been running, and you can see the services which has provided in the Bukedia constituency. The second tire which has been running well is the one of Honorable Ishagi Opolot. If you go to Kachumbala, you see people appreciating the services these 2 people have provided. But when you come into the male seat of Bukedia constituency, even if you took a tour around, there are roads which have failed to be worked on. My question now definitely remains, what was the incumbent MP doing to supervise such works, although it was meant to be done by the local government under the leadership of the LOC 5. But there are also other things like quality services, like hospitals. They are quite daring. The other thing, of course, is the absence from people being in contact together with the community. There was nothing. I have never seen, for the last 10 years, when the incumbent MP is on order paper presenting issues affecting Bukedia in the last 10 years. It's not there. You'll actually find that he's ever talking that he's a chairman of national economy, and is ever flying out borrowing money for the country. The issue is, what money has he borrowed which has benefited Bukedia as well? Because he's trying to ride on some of the projects which the president has established himself about the seed school. Seed school is a government policy which has spread countrywide.